Hey, Alien Predator, I have some bad news for you. Your crossover is, we're going to rate it PG-13. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review. And this movie review is going to be for what would be the next Alien movie that got released. And this is not an Alien 5. No, it's actually a certain crossover with the franchise. Yeah, the certain other sci-fi franchise. And it was something that fans were long awaiting, but unfortunately didn't get the one they wanted. And that's of course Aliens crossover with the Predator franchise. AVP, Alien versus Predator. Yep, that infamous crossover that did not turn out so well. And we're going to get into why it didn't really turn out well, but before I get to that, let's say the plot of this movie. Well, this plot is when a private satellite encounters an unidentified source of heat in Antarctica in the year 2004, which is a red flag when making this. And it is found to be a pyramid buried deep underground. A search team comprising of top-of-the-line archaeologists and engineers is sent to Antarctica to find out more. Once there, the team comes across signs which indicate that the place is inhabited by an unknown alien species. It is not long before the aliens begin to hunt the team members. At the same time, a trio of coming-of-age predators have arrived to collect the skulls of the aliens as trophies, and the humans are caught between a deadly battle between the two warring species. Yeah, no, the predators are pretty fucking useless this whole movie, actually. But anyway, how did this all begin? Well, so a crossover was kind of hinted or teased ever since there was a cameo of a xenomorph skull found in the Predator ship in Predator 2. It was something fans were long waiting would hope happen. There was actually even comics of Alien and Predator meeting and fighting each other. It felt like a dream come true for fans if a movie adaptation of that were ever to happen. So eventually, after so many years, a load of years, the project was finally announced around the start of the 2000s, and fans of both the creatures were so pumped. Around that time, we already had a crossover of two slasher icons, Freddy and Jason, fighting one another, that while critics didn't like, most fans of those characters loved. So you think that maybe it wouldn't be... So you think if this were made, it probably wouldn't be liked by critics because it's just a crossover, but maybe fans would be very much warm to this one. Right? Well, no. That was not the case here. When this was released, fans were mixed on it. Some tolerated it, appreciated it as just dumb popcorn fun. Thought it was just trying to be dumb popcorn fun, but while not really enjoying it, but then didn't really think it irritated them that much. Others, like myself, outright hated every minute of it. Especially because it was rated PG fucking 13. Yep. I don't know what dumbass thought it was a great idea to make an Alien Predator crossover, but not rated R like it should be, because Alien and Predator are not for kids. They were never written for kids. How ridiculous. But it's not about the fans. With a PG-13, you can make more money with this. And that's all they cared about, was getting the big bucks. So yeah, I'm on the fan base the few fans who hate this movie as well. Although I don't hate this one as much as that sequel we would get 3 years later. In my opinion, this movie was just clearly made because they just wanted to make the movie with aliens and predators because the plot was clearly not developed properly. They clearly just wanted to cash in on the idea of crossovers. And it seems like the human characters were only thrown in this movie to get killed either by aliens or by predators. And almost every one of the human actors, with the exception of one actor, with the exception of Lance Henriksen, guys. Lance Henriksen is probably the only good human actor in this whole movie. Almost every one of them was terrible. Yeah, almost all the human actors sucked. Like, the acting is just awful, and none of the actors were up to the mark. Screenplay, the movie is just average. It didn't even have much fuel to get the movie running until its end, and the movie starts derailing soon. And the CGI is even on the creatures is so abysmal as well. And the whole plot is just convoluted and stupid. Like, these characters, who we don't care about at all, don't really do much for half of the runtime, as we see glimpses of the title characters when they attack for no reason at all. Then, halfway through, it turns out that some alien hieroglyphics that the humans can read quickly are found in the pyramid and tell the complete history of the creature that created the pyramid and more. It's probably one of the stupidest things ever written in sci-fi history. And then one of the creatures helps the human destroy the other, which I'm going to get to more in a bit. It's just absurd. It crosses the so bad it's good line to the so bad it's bad line. And all of this is because this was directed by a certain somebody who has directed terrible movies. It's, because on this cover, I wanted to see something that said, clearly to clarify to fans before they went to watch this, from the director of Resident Evil and Mortal Kombat 1995. Should have been their warning before they go watch this. And he's even credited in like 3 separate credits, like in a row, in the very ending credits of the movie. The script was just generic. The directing is strictly PG-13 and MTV quick cuts, and cutaways as soon as the character's about to die. And it ruins what people liked about Alien and Predator movies. By keeping it PG-13, though, Fox just knew they could get more people in the theaters. But let's just take out the gore that fans are more aware of with both franchises. With fans who loved the first 2 Alien movies and the first Predator movie for specific reasons. Because the money's all that matters in this world. And one of the most dumbest scenes, one of the biggest, most dumbest moments in sci-fi cinema ever, was especially near the end when one of the predators decides to actually help and team up with the main human protagonist, because the main human protagonist is kind of also trying to kill the alien creatures as well. No! That makes no sense. Predators aren't supposed to team up with the human beings. They're not good guys. They're unstoppable monsters, not anti-heroes. Then again, every Predator sequel always made the Predator an anti-hero. That was the biggest problem with every sequel to Predator that got made. Except for Predators. Predators at least tried to make the Predators evil. But back to this dreaded film. This movie has been In fact, the movie's even shot in Antarctica, and there's no vapors coming out of people's mouths while talking. In the climax, the Queen alien could not be killed with a powerful bomb blast. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, seriously, the alien queen is in this, and they do try to kill her by blowing up this bomb, and somehow she's still alive. Yet, do not get how she survived getting blown up down there, and somehow emerges alive outside, and is somehow not about to freeze when they're in the middle of Antarctica. But it seems that the director wanted to kill the one predator, and hence wanted to stretch the climax for several more minutes. And even in the climax, there's even a bigger plot hole. The main human protagonist, Alexa, is running from the Queen alien in a sweatshirt. No other clothing or warmer clothing, in a freaking sweatshirt. And she doesn't have a single ounce of frostbite. Afterwards, how she's not frozen dead from how cold Antarctica is so ridiculous. It's called lazy writing at its best. However, there were some things I did like about this movie. And of course, that would definitely have to be Lance Henriksen does come back in this movie as an alternate version of Bishop, which I did like because Lance Henriksen actually wanted AVP to still have some connection to the other films. So I kind of liked his performance. He was one of the few best things of this movie. And I did like seeing the Alien Queen return from Aliens again. That was nice. At least it was good to see the Xenomorph Queen again. Those I will admit, were enjoyable moments. The only enjoyable moments of this movie for me. So yeah. So if you want like a good Alien or Predator crossover, or wish you could have had, go play the video games or read the comics instead. Because those are way better than this crap movie, and even better than the follow-up that came after this. Which is going to be the next review. No. Anyway, here's how I'm going to rank Alien vs. Predator, or AVP, whatever you want to call it. I am going to give Alien vs. Predator a 3 out of 10. And there we go. That wraps up Alien vs. Predator. Well, there's only 3 more Alien movies to go. But, until then, guys, that'll actually be it for this video. Thank y'all for watching. And if you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.